Hello everyone, welcome back to DSW YouTube channel. Hope you liked our previous content related to this series known as data hacks. We are back with our next hack, but before starting that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also press that bell icon so that you get notification every time there is new video from our side. Let's begin then. In the last video we discussed about Python package and environment management using Anaconda, for which the link is in the description box below. It will help you to understand how to create Anaconda environment, how to install various packages, if packages are broken, what we need to do, and so on. So have a look at it. Today we are going to discuss how to work in Google Colab and how we can load data and use free GPUs and TPUs to train our model at a faster rate. Before starting with today's hack topic, we have an announcement to make. In our previous video, we had a giveaway and the winner has been chosen from the comment box. Thanks for your participation. We would like to congratulate Pankaj Som for winning the Amazon voucher. We will contact you soon. So we are continuing with one more giveaway this time too. To know more about it, stick till the end of the video. So let's begin with today's hack topic. Google Colab is a Python development environment that runs in our browser, and it uses Google Cloud Server for runtime. This serves as a great advantage to us since we need not need to download any packages or make an environment. Moreover, if we have a low-end device, Colab is an advantage for us. We just need to have a Gmail account to use Google Colab. The availability of a notebook anywhere makes it more captivating for using it for projects, and also we can easily share the notebooks with our colleagues too. The notebook which we create will be saved in our Google Drive. Let's get started with hands-on session. First of all, you need to make sure that you are logged in with your Gmail account. To start using Google Colab, we will open the browser and type Google Colab. We'll open the first site. First, let us get familiar with the interface. The interface of Google Colab Notebook is very similar to the Jupyter Notebook we use for our data science projects. As we can see, we have an options like file, view, edit, etc. similar to that of Jupyter Notebook. What makes Google Colab special is the availability of runtime options like GPU and TPU. By default, we have CPU as our hardware accelerator. You will see further how to change the runtime, and we'll compare it with CPU training time of the model. We will upload the notebook which is in our local machine to the Google Colab, and for that we can go to the file. We will click on upload notebook option, and then we will click on the file name which we want to upload. Now the file is loading, as we can see. After this, the very next step which we will see is a loading of dataset. It is very important to know the loading of dataset. Since Google Colab is on Google server, we can't access the files which resides in our local machine as we do normally. So I will be showing you two most common and easiest method to get started with the Colab easily. I find this method very useful and easy for any beginner who wants to get started with Colab. So first we will see how can we directly load any raw CSV data files available on GitHub or any site. So first we will see how we can directly load any raw CSV data files available on GitHub or any site. In one of our data hacks video, we have used Google Play Store CSV data file for applying certain pre-processing technique. So we have data files for the same available in our GitHub repo. Feel free to use it. So as you open the link, you will find this view raw. So you have to click on this view raw link. Then you can see this type of raw file being opened. What you need to do is just copy this raw.github link. Now this link will assign to a variable name URL and will execute this cell, and we can see the first 5 rows of the data frame is shown. If we don't use raw file, then while loading the data, pandas will throw an error. Be very careful in this step. So next is loading dataset from local machine. Simply what we need to do is we have to upload the data folder or data file from our local machine as seen in this image. If data is too large, uploading it in a .zip or .tar format will be efficient and fast. and then we can unzip the folder. We can execute to unzip the folder. We can execute this following command. Just specify source path of the zip file and the destination path where we want to unzip the file. After loading the data in Google Drive, we need to give authorization to Google Colab Notebook to access Drive. To do so, we will need to mount the drive. We can do this by simply clicking on this code snippet. We can execute this command, and this will now show the authorization code space, which we need to click on this blue link, and a new tab will be opened wherein we will be asked for our Gmail account. We can choose the account. After this, we need to click allow. A code will be generated. Now this code, we need to copy and paste it in our Google Colab notebook. After a few seconds, the drive will be mounted. Once the drive is mounted, we can simply access the drive files as we access it on our local machine. So the job becomes really easy now. Now I will be showing you how to play around with the runtimes of Colab. If you have created a new notebook, then default runtime is CPU. To get details of CPU specification like RAM, how many gigas processor, we can simply execute this following command. We will execute this cell, and this whole code which we have taken for DL model training in CPU is from Keras. As we can see, it takes near about 30 to 35 seconds for just one epoch in here. Now we will on this GPU. To do that, we need to go in runtime option and change the runtime type. Click on it and we'll show this drop down option. So we will click on GPU. TPU hardware accelerator is also available. We will go for GPU first to check which GPU is been allocated, or we can see it by executing this following command. Google Colab provides a very powerful GPU P100 Tesla series, and it depends sometimes on which GPU server is available for allocation. Accordingly, we will get round about 12 to 16 GB compute power, which is provided in general. Now we will run this cell, and as we can see, this training of deep learning model on GPU is much faster than CPU, especially on large image data set. GPU is a advantage. It takes almost 10 to 16 seconds for training deep learning model for 5 epoch. Now we will go for TPU runtime. So first we will select the TPU runtime. After this, TPU will be allocated for computing, as we can see. Once this is done, we can execute this cell and see the details for TPU, like how many accelerators are available and so on. In general, 8 accelerators are being provided. After this, we will execute this cell to train our deep learning model. It also takes near about 10 to 16 seconds for 5 epochs. TPU is tensor processing unit, is highly optimized for large batches and CNNs and an highest training throughput, whereas GPU, which is graphic processing unit, shows better flexibility and programmability for irregular computations for small batches. But overall, GPU works very well for image based operations like CNN. Both are really very powerful compute engines and is free of charge. That is it for today. We had a basic introduction to Google Colab, how we can make a notebook, how we can upload a notebook, how we can load the dataset, and how we can use GPU as our runtime or TPU as our runtime. Any doubts or query regarding any of the above topic, shoot them in the comment box below. We will try to resolve it as soon as possible. Or if you want us to make a video solution for any particular topic you are facing difficulty, recommend your suggestions in the comment and we will try to cover them up. Regarding the giveaway part, this time too we are having a giveaway of voucher worth rupees 500. Only one lucky subscriber will be getting it, and which will be announced in our next video. So don't forget to watch our next video too for the same. Now, how to avail the prize? You just need to subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it amongst your friends as maximum as possible. Also, don't forget to comment your email ID and Instagram ID in the comment section so that we can contact the winner easily. Guys, see you until next time. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you Like this video, also share it amongst your friends and colleagues to spread the knowledge. Thank you.